It's Thursday, February 26th, 2026. Hey everyone, it's John. I'm on my news desk and trading desk. A lot of news to go over today on geopolitics and socioeconomics. I'll do a short video today. Please like and share. Let's get the word out. Okay, stock indexes are mostly lower today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average posting a 1-week high. The broader market is under pressure, though, because Nvidia's earnings failed to alleviate concerns about an overheated AI economy bubble, which is weighing on chipmakers and AI infrastructure stocks. Although Nvidia easily beat Q4 earnings estimates and forecasts for Q1 outlook above expectations, Nvidia stock is off today more than 4%. With uncertainty over China, and will continue to exclude data revenue from China as it forecasts concerns about Chinese government approval. So a lot of news there with Nvidia. Now, the software stocks, the trade is back on. Salesforce is up 3% to lead the software stocks higher after it gave a strong outlook for long-term sales and announced a large stock repurchase, calming fears about AI disruption in the software industry. Some are saying that within 18 months, computer programmers will be completely obsolete because of artificial intelligence. I would agree. Crude geopolitical risk remain a negative for stocks as nuclear talks between the U.S. and Iran are underway in Geneva, Switzerland. Crude oil prices whipsawed higher today after Iran said nuclear talks with the U.S. progressed very intensely and very seriously. Crude prices initially fell more than 2% to a one-week low after the foreign minister of Oman, who is meddling in the nuclear discussions between the U.S. and Iran, said creative and positive ideas were exchanged. My goodness. Tuesday evening, President Trump said Iranian officials are again pursuing, and I'm quoting, their sinister nuclear ambitions, boosting speculation that the U.S. may be preparing for a military strike on Iran in the coming days. So we need to prep for that and top our preps off. Last Friday, President Trump said he was considering a limited military strike on Iran to ramp up pressure on the country to strike a deal over its nuclear program and gave them a March 1 through 6 deadline for an agreement over the country's nuclear activities and has threatened military strikes if it fails to comply. So, my goodness, the line in the sand has been drawn. It's in Tuesday night's State of the Union address, he doubled down on the commitment to tariffs, a lot of tariffs, and 10% global tariffs and reciprocal tariffs, and the Section 122 of the 1974 Trade Act, can use that for 150 days without congressional approval. Stocks found support on smaller than expected increase. I read the news headlines to myself on my news desk. If you stay with me to the end, I give you free alpha, which is my speculation plan. It's not financial advice. Make sure you read the risk disclosure. All right, earnings, Q4 earnings, it's nearing its end. 90% of the S&P 500 companies have reported earnings. So earnings have been a positive factor for stocks. 74% of the 453 of the S&P 500 have reported beating expectations. So Magnificent 7 mega stocks Q4 earnings are expected to increase, discounting a 3% chance for a 25% basis cut for interest rates. Overseas stocks are mixed. China Shanghai Composite closed down. Japanese Nikkei climbed, new all-time high. It's priced in yen, and the yen's lost so much of its purchasing power, though. Interest rates got hit. European government bonds yields are lower. All right, U.S. stock movers, Broadcom, Applied Material, Lam Research, Western Digital, Seagate Technologies are down about 5%. Nvidia is down 4%. So in addition, ASML Holdings, Micron Technology, Intel, and Mrvl Technologies are down 3-4% each. Software stocks, like we said, are back up again. Datadog and Intuit and CrowdStrike and ServiceNow are up. Procept Biorobotics is down 22%. GMed, stock symbol CHE, is down 16%. Oh my goodness, Donaldson is down 13%. Pure Storage down 13%. United Health Services is down 9%. My goodness. Synopsys is selling off. Chime Financial is up though 12%. Paramount, news on Paramount, Skydance, Celsius Holdings is up. Fair Isaac and J.M. Schmucker. So that's what we got on bar chart with the stock market. Now, if you stay with me to the end, I give you free alpha. So these are the topics that people are talking about, the things that are important. Gold and silver as an economic barometer. The stock prices of gold stocks is one thing, but gold and silver prices are rising significantly, which could be, a prediction of a full blown out war with Iran. So time will tell. Price predictions. JP Morgan suggests gold could reach $6,300 by the end of 2026 because of geopolitical instability, war in Iran. And then there's a lot of news too about private credit. Some of the private credit companies are starting to default and drawing comparisons basically to 2008-09 financial crisis. So private credit. And looking at the presidential address is one thing, and then, the narrative is like where the economy's booming and, there's a chicken in every pot, everything's wonderful, but there's also political division here in the U.S. with polarization. So the major concerns are geopolitical and domestic concerns. Again, it's war with Iran, new military things with the Chinese supersonic anti-ship missiles, being shipped to Iran from China, and then of course AI job losses. So, my goodness. Now, I don't run commercials on my channel, but you can check out the links below. I recently published an ebook on Kindle that you can read for free called AI AngularJS course, where you can unlock the future of web development with this practical guide to building intelligent AI-powered applications using AngularJS. Check out the links below and tell me what you think. So I recently penned that on Amazon Kindle. So a lot of people, insurance crisis now going on. Price of fuel is back up again. And so this is, the major topics that people are talking about. And then let me look real quick here. I kind of just read the news to myself. Nvidia stock falls as earning beats fails to satisfy. Nvidia again and Broadcom are off about 4 and 5%. Oil industry is paying the price for Trump's $3 gas. Chevron and Halliburton news. Private credit, great divide, imminent crisis or no big deal. Al Financial, OWL, and BXSL stocks are selling off. Private equity risk. So is this another long-term capital management? We shall see. So mortgage rates fall below 6% for the first time in 3 years. There's a buyer strike now on real estate. It's becoming a buyer market because of the foreclosures and everything, but people aren't purchasing real estate. Salesforce eases AI fears with a strong outlook and big buybacks. Apple CEO with new products. But insiders, big investors have been selling stock in Apple Computer. KLA Tencor and Nvidia news. Stellantis is up. Don't buy a Chrysler. Swiss banks are getting banned because of their interaction with Iran, Russia, and Venezuela. So Mexico TV Azteca announces bankruptcy. My goodness. So this is, the news stories that are being reported. stay with me to the end. I'll give you, I don't care what you guys invest in. I'm just sharing you what I'm doing, not investment advice. EOS Energy's off 35%. Okay, most active stock, Nvidia, EOS Energy, New Bank Holdings is off about 9%. Plug Power's active, and Ion OQ is active also too. So that's what I have for today. Just I look at the news, trying to buy the dip. Had a huge day yesterday. Sold a bunch of cryptos for a big pump. Is this a bear market rally? In the cryptos, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana are all 100% downtrend like this. So I'm backing the truck up, purchasing Ethereum, XRP, and Solana, and Bitcoin. So that's my trading plan for today. So let's see here. I'm a dollar cost average Bitcoin today, S&P 500 SPY ETF. And then yesterday, like I said, I had a huge pump in all of my crypto, so I took huge profits out of the market. I'll dollar cost average BKCH, block, BLOK. I'll buy the dip on ETH, ETHE, and then I bought the dip on FSOL because it was off 5%. That's an Ethereum Solana ETF rather. So I'm buying the dip in Solana, Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin, plus my ETFs. Nat gas is sold off too. So looking at nat gas is potentially oversold, and the VIX is up. So we're starting to see volatility in the stock market. So that's what I have, everyone, running about 12 minutes. Tell me what you think. Please like and share. Let's get the word out. I want to welcome all of my new subs. I'm selling my silver bullion bags. Got American Eagles. Got thousands of these stored up. So saved me once again. So my silver bullion products are doing great on e-commerce. So I say this every day. I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. So thanks, everyone. It's John. I'm on my news desk and trading desk. Have a great, awesome day. Thanks.